the merry month of June, when first from home I started, left the girls in tune, so sad and broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother and drank a pint of beer, grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, lay where I was born, caught a stout black thorn to banish ghost, and gobble and bought a pair of brogues, rattle over the bogs, frightened all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the ways to Dublin, WLADIMIR.
Tyson used to live there. In there, if you get that, look, that building's where he used to live.
Seriously, yeah?
When he was a multi-millionaire, but now he's got that much money, he can't count it, so he don't need that shed anymore. But that's where he lived. That's where he lived.
Tidy little number.
Yeah, shed. It's an old Gypsy Westmoreland Star. When he finishes,
done with the windows.
When he finishes boxing, he's going to pimp this caravan. That belongs to him.
Is he going to pimp it?
Yeah, and he's going to live in it. So it's one of the first ones made of that. So this is where he goes with this. This is Big Shane. Big Shane presents.
The Big Shane house.
This is Big Shane.
Nice bit of weather we're having.
This is Shane's, he likes living in sheds like we all do.
It's lovely.
That's what he's called his man cave in there.
It looks a bit warm in there.
Yeah, it's still got a stove in it.
Looks nice.
Come on, we'll go and
There's a G-Wagon.
Again.
It's nice and dry under there. Bit colder than London.
This Manchester's noted for rain, by the way, boys.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Rains here nowhere else.
Full of money, that's all it is.
Oh yeah, but like they say, the press again and the media, it's their job to print facts, but they only print bullshit because that's what sells. Because truth, nobody's interested in that. If you know, if you want to ring up the paper and say I won 10 grand this morning on the pools, they don't want to print that. But if you say you've stabbed somebody and took his guts out, it's all over the floor. Print it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, can we just get that on a different angle?
Called,
yeah, of course it is.
They love downfalls.
But even I've noticed, I've started flicking through the newspaper on the way in the morning. I get a Central Line train and I sit on it, and it's my ritual to walk past the fucking free newspaper stand, and I pick it up and I look for the bad.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing that's interesting. You think, you don't realise that you're becoming a cycle of doing things like that. You know these people,
what I say, what's not real men? They're sat with, in a married relationship, most of them, and they're only dreaming about being with real men. Yeah. So you've got their hubbies with a finger cocked up, drinking his coffee, getting an hard on with people's downfalls, because he can never be a man himself, and he likes to see real men come down to his level. Because all he's got's his job, isn't it? And to be told what to do day and night. Do what I say, and you're out of a job. And when he loses his job, he loses his full family. Because in 80% of the cases, the wife goes with it.
Of course, that's what it'll go with his Shaggy's best friend.
That's it. His best mate's got a nice car. He's got £20 in his pocket, more than him. Or sleep with him tonight.
Slightly smaller penis, but his bank's a lot bigger. Yeah,
let me tell you, mate. You know, if you've got a bank full of money,
don't even have to have a cock, do you?
They can imagine you've got a cock like a fucking elephant. You know, and on the other hand, if your bank's empty and you're dragging the floor, they won't even notice you.
Well, maybe just for the one night.
Maybe for the one night. But I don't think you'll be able to keep one, because they'll be looking at your credit card, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Women's all about money in this day and age. Not like it was 50 years ago. Women, they wanted a man, and they're lucky enough to get a real man. They was happy with him, whether he had money or no money. But today it's all about money and power and prestige and pieces of tin.
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
It is.
It's like if you drive my son's car, he can be as ugly as John Medic.
But if you have a G-Wagon, you have a G-Wagon.
G-Wagon, you get an Armani suit
90, £100,000 car,
Yeah, you can be 65, look like John Medic, and you're pulling a 25-year-old bird.
What reg is that? What reg is the G-Wagon?
It's a new one.
Yeah, so it's what, 100 plus, isn't it?
Yeah. But if look at me, I'm as ugly as sin. I'm a beat-out man, a 50-year-old.
I don't know, you're pretty good looking there, John, you know.
And I'll be honest with you, I could get in that G-Wagon and pull myself a 22-year-old. Because they're not looking at me, they're looking at the motor. Oh, he's got a few quid. He can provide a bit of security. And they will blow you off all night long, just for that reason. They think you got money.
The world's turned really scummy, innit?
Listen, you know, not all women's like that, but I tell you what, this younger end, they're getting drunk. Like my son says, they're taking night bags out when they know they're not coming home. If they meet some 75-year-old millionaire with a pocket full of Viagra,
My daughters are never going out.
they're gonna
Call me old-fashioned or whatever, and my daughters are never going out. Ever. I'll be like Derek Brannon from EastEnders, you know, like going on the date. So where we going, son? Steak and chips for free.
Yeah, sure. You're right.
Listen, mate, I think it's got to be done.
Right.
We're going towards the right, John.
Yeah.
I'm not used to these Mancunian roads, you know. My mum was born and raised up here.
Was she?
Yeah, all my family from Salford. Last time I was up here for my great uncle Terry's funeral, I was telling Frank about it on the way up here. You know, big funeral. Didn't realise he knew so many people. Probably best not to talk about too much, eh?
Knowing people can be
a lot of people without their wives
in your favour, but can also go against you.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I don't care what people's like. I don't care what they've done. If they're right with me, I'm right with them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't do paedophiles. I don't do people that harm kids. I don't like granny bashers. I don't like nothing like that. You know, because at the end of the day, crime's crime.
To me, that's not a real person, though. Anyway,
crime's crime. People do crime to get a living. I can deal with that. But when they're hurting people needlessly and harming children, it's no good. I don't want them people around me because I don't
mind a bit of anything.
So I'm not going to take you to a restaurant because there's not one here.
Yeah, no,
I'm going to take you to my local Chinese chippy where I've been going for 30 years.
There you go.
But he's got the best stuff.
There you go.
Taste in South Manchester. So
it's nice. I think the food up north's lovely anyway. I think it's much better. But last time I was up here, I got a bag of scraps. You know, a bag of scraps, didn't you? I don't know what the fuck that is in London.
We can go in there and get looked at like scoundrels because we're not dressed up.
Yeah, no, I'd rather leave out the scoundrel thing, but I'm happy with the local thing.
That's where all the plastic people are. Look, you see them on the doors there. Look.
Yeah, totally.
They've got doorman on a public house, look, on a Wednesday when there's nobody about. So
what a waste of money.
That's it. But we're obviously lacking brain power. They wouldn't be stood there on a wet day with nobody to bounce. So leave and get on with it.
Is it that bad round here?
Listen, it's one of them, isn't it? It's all an image.
Like a tear up in the evening round here then. No comment. So this bit is
Hill Green.
Hill Green.
Yeah, I've been coming down here for milk.
So are we in Manchester now?
You're on the outskirts of it.
You're on the outskirts of it. It's a Greater Manchester.
Yeah, it's all Manchester.
So Cheshire, Lancashire, it all borders, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's another one in there as well. That's the other bit. When you go through towards Liverpool.
I'm going on there, Paul.
Just there?
Yeah, just turn on there.
Lovely.
Turn in here, and we'll just get in there. And it's empty as well, so we're cooking.
Can I get in there, yeah?
Just pull on this curb, you know.
Yeah, we'll be alright there, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll just say John Fury's got the parking ticket here for
That's it, don't worry about that. We'll just buy him some chips and say, by the time you've had them, we're gone, mate. Don't worry about it.
Down the Hung Wang in South Manchester. It's how the Furies do it.
You don't mind us filming me, do you? You don't mind us filming this?
We've got the cameras, are we alright?
Because I've been coming here for 30 years. We're doing a little bit of a documentary.
We're doing a small short film.
Small short film.
Don't worry, it's very nice. What's that? No, not yet. Sorry, mate.
Are you alright, pal? Yeah, not so bad. What do you want to eat, gentlemen?
We getting
I don't know yet.
What about cod and chips? We'll go and miss with it, Keir.
You want a cod and chips? I can't come into a Chinese and get saying not Chinese.
Yeah, whatever you want, boys. Whatever you want, you can get.
I'll get a special fried rice, I think. Special fried rice. Can I get a large special fried rice? Dry one though, yeah?
Special fried rice, dry,
yeah. And I'll get some chips with that as well, please. Nice one, that's me.
I'll have cod and chips.
British, isn't he? Look, proper British this one, mate. You can't take the London out of this one. Cod and chips in the Chinese.
With fish and curry with some chips.
That's how we do it, mate. Proper. No flies on us. No flies on us.
Yeah. Grandson, his name's John Boy the Third. This is Matt Mellon, daughter-in-law. This is my other little grandson, Shane. You know, these are what it's all about. See, we all come here. These are doing as the father's done, come in the local Chinese. Hey. Huh?
I'll get out the shop.
Ah, you're alright, mate.
Yeah, I think you're idiots.
Hey. See?
I've only just put mine on when I got out of the car.
It's not like we can't afford you, just don't wear them. It's a bag of it.
Mate, you're going to put this in the back. Should we eat this when we get back though, no?
Get back, yeah.
It's not.
We'll get some milk for a cup of tea.
Go on. Talk about it.
Cushy Mantley, innit? Is the word, innit?
Yeah.
Cushy Mantley.
Yep. This is my son's trappings of his professional earnings. We've got a £130,000 G-Wagon. What I think was a total waste of money, but it's not my taste, it's his.
This is a V8 AMG Mercedes G-Wagon.
You know, but as you can
Black
see,
windows.
it's got the absolute
Custom inside, if I'm correct.
custom inside. Is it open or is it locked? It's locked up.
That's locked.
That's to keep our little farm terrier off the seats. It'll climb in and sleep in it. But listen,
Absolutely amazing.
it's only a
bit of
piece
kit.
of tin with wheels on, but listen, what
But
can
it's
you
very
do with
nice.
the money?
It's very nice. He deserves it. He deserves a
my
nice
son.
car.
He's
Simple.
earned it, and at the end of the day, not a lot of people can say they can buy stuff like this.
Yeah.
But
With honest money.
with honest money. Now, if I had that, you'd know for a fact I'd stolen it, because I just wouldn't buy it anyway if I had them. I haven't got the money to pay for it, but if I did, I wouldn't buy it anyway, because to me one car's the same as another, and I'll only drive it back from A to B. But you know, he likes that kind of thing. He's worked hard for it, and why not? People can see him driving that, who he is. It's a status thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't believe you need a car to prove who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me tell you, he's heavyweight champion of the world. He deserves that 100 times more. Good luck to him. It's a nice vehicle.
Anyway, our Chinese is getting cold.
Our Chinese is getting cold, people, so we're going to have to eat. That's what we do best. His wife, in 2014, she had a bit of a problem with a child, and the child never made it, and Tyson's idea was to bury it over there.
God bless. God
His
rest.
own ground.
God rest.
You know, when I die, I'll probably be buried there myself, you know what I'm saying? So, we don't do cemeteries.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Listen, that's.
Listen, it's there. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it's just not used to it.
I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. Well, you take me to run down the road and hit that bag and do boxing
Fine.
stuff, I'll fly with it.
Yeah, because it comes to you, doesn't it?
Comes to me, because I'm used to doing it. I'm used to doing it. I'm used to making my own tea as well.
Be a good cup of coffee. We wait 3 hours for this.
Fuck, you know, that's to go across Manchester for a fucking pot of milk.
Better be as good as that fucking Chinese job.
Listen, we've had some oily chips, some curry, spaceship of a kettle. Took me a week to turn the cunt on when she was well, what the fuck has she got here? I was only used to one switch in my life.
Service, look at that.
I'll give you the classic camper
Look at that,
van.
that's lovely, mate. I know. Give him the feminine cup, because he's a bit feminine.
Well, he's the smallest kid
He
here.
is, isn't he?
We'll give you that one.
Thank you very much.
And of course, I've got the pikey cup, because I'm the pikey here. Let's have that right. Let's have that right. So, let's talk a
To the
bit.
start of a great friendship.
Thank you very much. God bless. You know, just because we're a
Down
day
the
out.
toilet in there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've had bread in the past 3 days out of date. I've had it a week out of date. And in the old
Blue bits
days,
off. You pick the blue bits off.
listen, the blue bits sometimes tasted nice, you know, that for a week.
I was watching a programme on that. There's 3 different types of mould apparently now.
You just cut
well,
them
one
all
can
down.
kill you.
Yeah, well, it's never killed me. I've had
You know,
mouldy
right.
cheese, I've had mouldy bread, you never had it. Anybody can eat a sheep's paunch on whatever kind of game. You're not worried about a bit of mould, are you? That's what will kill you.
Don't worry.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
the Kentucky Fried Chicken, all that posh food.
Government chain stuff.
All food but in a posh restaurant is bad for you, to shorten your life. A few fish and chips never ate anybody, and my son's proved that by winning heavyweight championship of the world, because we love fish and chips. We had them every week.
Is that the northern thing in you?
No, nothing to do with it, because at the end of the day we're not really from the north or the south. My dad just liked what he was brought up on. I ate what my dad ate, and it didn't do him any harm.
Fish and chips, pies,
Pies, anything, you know.
veg, a lot of veg.
My dad never had a curry in his life. He wouldn't eat curries, he would never eat a chicken, he wouldn't eat chicken neither. Yeah, plenty of beefsteak, plenty of fried food, breast of mutton, all the cheap stuff. In them
cuts,
days you could
skirt
beg
beef, yeah.
what you chuck in the bin or feed to the animals.
Yeah.
We used to get
Make a stew out of.
and make a stew out of it and live
Leg of
on.
lamb.
Because we had to. We had to do to survive, but you know what, it didn't hurt me. I was as strong as any other.
When did you first realise that Tyson was going to become somebody, i.e. a champion?
I just thought it when he was born, really, you know, because at the end of the day, it was just an unusual occurrence when he was born. He was premature, as you know, and there was like thunder and lightning on the night. It was a bad night, and you just get a feeling, don't you, that something out of the ordinary has happened. I looked at him and everybody gave him up, didn't it? It's all documented. It's well known that he didn't have much of a chance when he was born, but I seen a little bit more than that, and as he grew up a little bit, after about 7-8 years, then playing with boxing gloves, he was always shadow boxing, press-upping, loved boxing films.
Yeah.
And I just started to take a little bit of interest and thought, you know what, never seen a kid like sport or boxing so much ever. He watched everything, all the old Rocky movies, he liked the Rocky themes, he was dancing to them and this, that and the other. He always wanted to play punching hands and all that job. When I was tired coming from work sort of thing, he'd still want to do the jabbing of the hands and play around with the boxing. And it was really when he got to about 11, when I took him for a spar down in Liverpool with my trainer's son. And his trainer's son, like, he had experience of amateur fights. He was only kids, but he'd boxed and Milo hadn't. You know, and when he ill his own like that and done what he did, I just took a note and thought, well, you know what, you're a big fat kid, you'd never had a pair of boxing gloves on in your life, and I've never really taught you much because I didn't want to box anyway, and he comes and does what he did, so it just
shined, I suppose.
It shined, yeah. Even he said, I tell you, he's got a fair ID, he's got some moves on him for a big old fat kid, because he was fat when he was 11. He was a fat kid. And they just said, he said, well, he moves well. He says he's got a good idea how to jab and move and this, that and the other. Well, it can only happen. And then he took himself to Jimmy Egan's. And I seen him about 2 years later as a teenager. And he was like beating up kids who had 60 fights.
Yeah.
And kids 17, you know, and he was a 13-year-old boy.
Straight in there.
Straight in.
Yeah. And
we couldn't get him a fight till he was 16 because he was too big. But by the time he was 16, he was like 6'5" or 6 tall.
And his first fight was?
And his first fight was at RAF Witten in 2004 or 5, and he beat a kid called David Lane in the first round or early in the second, I'm not quite sure, but he got the win and he shined then. And a fellow I know down there from Inkley Boxing Club, he said he'll make a lot of money one day. Look after him, he said. He's special. Marky's when that was after one amateur fight, he said he will earn a lot of money. You've got the future champion of the world there. Because the speed of him at 16, on the moves and the power, you don't see many knockouts in the amateurs.
Yeah.
But he got a stoppage, and every time he throwed a shot, it was accurate. He threw plenty of punches. His movement was good. His timing was good.
So he was a natural from.
He was a natural from the day he was born. Really, he was born with a special gift, Tyson. Because unless you're born with a special gift, you don't do what he's done and become the heavyweight champion of the world if you're not specially gifted. And he is specially gifted. Because look what he's done. It speaks volumes what he's done. He
crept up the ladder.
Yeah, he done everything as an amateur. I know he got sidelined with the 2008 Olympic Games. Politics intervened like they always do. But as a professional, he won the English title. He won the Irish title. He won the British title twice. Commonwealth, European title, IBF Intercontinental things. He's done that and all the belts as a world champion. And he beat a super champion in taking them. Not a pretend thing. You know, he beat the best in the world, a reigning champion for 11 years. You know,
that's exactly what we was talking about last time we saw you at the press conference.
Yeah, well, you can take it however they want it. They can't get away from facts, can they? You know, Joshua had the belt give to him, what they stole off my son, and he got a knockover for it. Paid job, we all know that. People who understand boxing know. The Joe public don't, because they're in the dark, or they wouldn't even switch it on to watch it, would they? So, Deontay Wilder again, 30 odd fights, 30 odd bums, never had a black eye. Gets a WBT title off a mediocre champion.
Pretty boxing, isn't it?
Yeah. But listen, they've done well, it's a business for them, but we've had to come up the hard way. We've boxed and beat real men. And he has done. Tyson, he's beat everybody's fought, every danger man on the planet, the best out there. 4 title eliminators before he got his shot. And Vladimir Klitschko had to fight him. He didn't want to fight him, he had to, or else give his belts up or be stripped. So, what he's done, it speaks for himself. He's unbeaten in 25 fights. You know, 18 stoppages, he took 4 champions all the way and beat them.
The recognition's just not there though, John.
Well, you're never going to get it because he's a traveller. And his beliefs are different to other people's. We're not yes men. We say things as they are. We try and be as truthful as we can. Because we don't like taking people for fools who understand what we're talking about. Because if I'm trying to take you for a fool and you know it, I look the fool by trying to take you for one.
Yeah,
you understand me now?
Who's more the idiot, I suppose.
Yeah, because it's like trying to tell a duck how to swim, isn't it? You're going to look stupid. And in the boxing, we know, and I'm conscious of other boxing enthusiasts who understand boxing. So people who understand boxing properly and boxing men, they know the difference. They know where I'm coming from. It's only them pretenders but go to work and switch it on because they want an hour relaxation.
Frustrating. It must be
Well,
frustrating.
It is because the Joe public, you know, they'd rather get behind a con job than the real McCoy. You know what I'm saying?
The media have a lot to play with things as well. Obviously, a lot of things stirred up. You know, you don't believe everything you read in the papers, but...
Well, if you do, you're a fool.
Well, yeah, totally. But obviously, there was something I was going to bring up a bit later, but I'll bring it up now as well. So when he beats Klitschko, Anthony Joshua's going to be on the cards, correct?
Listen.
Would that be an acceptance?
Those two men...
It's going to have to be a meet though, John, isn't it?
We need to box them.
Yeah.
Not just for what it is, for personal reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it.
We're in now the prove them wrong, making them eat their words game now. It ain't about the money. The money's nice, it's good. But we're working on now proving the doubters wrong and making those people look stupid. And when Tyson gets in with Anthony Joshua, he's going to look stupid. Because you've seen the best of Anthony Joshua when he fought Dillian White. That was him. That was all he had. And look at it. Was it spectacular? No. You know, Deontay Wilder, he's a big puncher, but is he going to land them swings on Tyson? I don't think so. Anything can happen. But we can work on a game plan like a schoolboy with him. We'll just take him to the cleaners, Wilder.
So it's not an if, it's when they fight.
It's when they fight.
Yeah.
And listen, these belts are going to be Tyson's for a long time because there's nobody out there good enough to take them. He could beat them men with 3 weeks camp. Never mind 3 months. I'm telling you now, because they're not experienced enough for him. They've not been in and faced the opposition Tyson's faced. So he's up 5-1 before kickoff. And we're not bothered, we just need to get it on. We need to get Klitschko's the fight here now, look. He's the danger man, him. We've got to get rid of him.
He's in training right now.
He's in training, he's coming with his A game, he's going to throw the kitchen
Well, he has
sink.
to, he's got no choice.
He's got no choice. Yeah. So here you're going to see a real fight because he's coming to get the belts back. It's all or nothing for him.
It's going to be better than the last one, John, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
Is Tyson pumped up for it?
Listen, Tyson's always pumped up for fights. He says things because he's in training camp, you know, he gets bored and he don't like people who don't believe in him. It pisses him off and you see it in his interviews and things he says. But you know what? Nobody can shine without support. It's like Manchester United. If they was playing to an empty ground, they wouldn't look brilliant, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
It's only the fans what make you look better than it makes you shine.
Real following.
A real following. Without
Someone
the following,
to fight for almost, yeah.
Well, listen, you know, you can't have the motivation with no fans behind you because you can be as good a fighter as you want and do what you want to do. But if you get no support and no thanks and nobody says, you know what,
about the Romans.
this lad's great, he does a good thing, he does this and he does that. What have you got? You've got yourself and your own family. You're playing to an empty hall, aren't you?
Mick Hennessy. How did you first come across Mick Hennessy and the relationship you got with him?
When the 2008 Olympic Games fell through, we thought, well, okay, politically amateurs. He's gone as far as he can go in the amateur game now. We'll turn pro and see what we can do there. Because while we're waiting for the phone call for the Olympics, Ellen freeze over, we knew that. So we're going to turn pro and earn some money and get something out of the job. I said, look, you've been an amateur now 5 years. You've had nothing, a load of worthless plastic trophies and never got no recognition. Let's turn pro and hope it's better in the pro game. Which I was a pro myself and thought you do get treated a little bit better as a pro. But we went through numerous people, spoke to a lot of other different managers and promoters. And Mick Hennessy, to be honest with you, he put what we needed up. He said what it says on the tin. We liked what he said. I agreed.
True to his word?
He was true to his word.
Yeah.
You know, he said, I'm not a multi-millionaire. He said, I'm going to give you what I can afford. He said, but it's here. I won't make an arse of my mouth, he said. If I say something, I'll do it. He said, I've got Channel 5 and I've got X amount of pounds. Is that any good to you, yea or nay? Oh, he said, yeah, we'll shake hands. Because he's talking on our terms. So we had a shake hands and he's been with us ever since.
And everyone was happy about it.
Yeah, why not? He's all right, Mick.
Yeah. I suppose when you're more straightforward about things, it's just a lot easier.
Mick, you know what I liked about Mick? He wasn't trying to pretend he was a billionaire when he's not. He didn't pretend he was the best promoter in the world because he knows every promoter out there is trying to do the best they can.
If not better. Yeah.
If not better. Yeah. But we didn't take any heed of that at all. That never bothered us. What we liked about him, he said, right, I can give you this. That's what I can give you. Can't give you any more. Take it or leave it, basically. If it's any good, ring me. If it's not, no harm done. And that's how we got in cahoots with McKenzie, and he's been alright ever since.
I believe Barry Home was interested at the time, wasn't he? He tried to.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah, and I went to see him first, all the way in Newcastle on the prize fighter show. But unfortunately, Barry was drunk when I got there, and I don't like talking to drunken people, so we left. You know, so that was a wasted trip. I was going to ask him for some fuel money, but he was too pissed, so I left him. And then we went on our merry way to sort out somebody who wasn't pissed.
So, first impressions are everything.
Yeah, well, I've known Barry a long time. Listen, Barry's all right. Listen, at his age, you're bound to want to relax, aren't you? He just relaxes too much in the wrong places.
So when did you retire to boxing, John?
95.
95.
Yeah.
I was only a nipper.
Yeah, you're only a young
I
man.
was only a nipper.
I had hair then, I was a little bit slimmer.
I was going to say, you've lost a bit now, no?
I lost a lot more than my hair at all. Some of my mojo gone as well.
You boxed Henry Akawande, wasn't it?
Yeah, Henry Akawande, yeah, I still remember the headaches. It took me about an hour to get up, so I do remember him.
Oh, there's nerves.
No, he was a good fighter. Did you know something? He was a bit too... it was... Henry Akawande, he was a world-class athlete, and I wasn't a world-class athlete, basically. And it was like trying to ask a Jack Russell to kill a March here, you know what I'm saying?
Did you try your best?
I did my best, yeah. Yeah, a bit of summer rain won't kill it. Let's walk up here. This is my oldest son, he's still a true pikey with his flames going out of his woodshed. This is how it is up here, we're not hiding anything. We're gypsy bastards. So
Is he on the wood burner, yeah?
He's on the wood burner.
We're going to go and see the horses, John, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to see the pieballs.
We're going to get Francis's saddlebag ready, John Wayne, and we're going to get him on the back line. Yeehaw! Oh, good. Nice bit of weather, though.
Lovely.
Nice.
Hey, I could do with a shower.
Just for you.
Good British weather.
I had water
I
today.
haven't had one for a month, so with a bit of rain wash my hair. Wash me bald head.
Got some Timotate for that hair. Oh, sorry.
We won't go any farther, but that's you can see the chimney smoking up there. Get it on your thing. That's where he lives. He's still a proper traditionist. He's in his trailers.
That's it. And that's all yours?
Well, nothing's ours, is it? We've got it all here, haven't we? Can't take it with us. Your life's buried to you, mate, 'cause you can't take it forever, can you? You know, you've got to give that back at one point.
You do at some point, don't you?
Nothing you take with you. You come in the earth with nothing, you leave with nothing.
We're going to go and see the horses, Frank.
Yeah.
They're up here, aren't they?
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
They're up here past the airport, and then they're on the left.
Are they race horses, John?
No, they're just pulling
Pull the carts.
Pull the carts, yeah.
Do you race them?
No.
Out on the carts.
Not really. They're not trotters, these are just like what they call wagon horses to tow wagons and stuff. Even though I don't tow a wagon with them, I just like them.
They're on the left, aren't they?
Horses are a traveller's thing, aren't they? One is a bit, yeah. They're on the left. Come on! Come on! Come on!
Go on, get on the camera, boy. Look, here we go.
You see, these horses, this is what they do. These are a travelling on this. Come on! Come on! This is what they do. These are gypsy horses. These are gypsy ponies. Ooh, look at that. Look, the gypsy ponies. All these are the same. This is the stallion of them, that's the mares. So he's not short of girlfriends. But this is what they do. Look, they're not the only one.
For a game of soldiers, John, mate.
Alright, John, you're going to let me over.
Yeah, he thinks he's coming up for a run. Whoa. Whoa. Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy. He just wants to show me. He just wants to show us that's his pack. That's all. Good boy. See, we let him know like that, you know. He can be alright. Good boy. He's not a small one either, is he?
He's not a big horse for the breeding.
They love you, don't they?
The animals, they're dumb animals.
You like a bit of that bush, do you, son? It's got thorns on it and you're eating it. Jesus. You love it. You've got names. Yeah. I can't believe they ran over to you like that. Lucky there, John, mate. Didn't he give you a kick, didn't he? Well, we're going to wrap it up today. It's been a lovely day with Uncle John Fury today. We've had a fucking good time. He said we're welcome to come down whenever you want. We've seen the horses. They've tried to kill us.
John Fury is an absolute gentleman.
Knuckle-up TV. Good Chinese food in Manchester.
Manchester at home with the Furies. KLITSCHKO.
Bless you. And we'll see you 2 days before the press conference.
Be aware in Manchester.
You're always welcome, boys.
I've
enjoyed your day. God bless you. Thank you very much.